Lisa, 11 seasons is a huge milestone. Has your approach to your character changed in the last 7 years of portraying them?
I think it's really wonderful to get the opportunity to have 7 years to continue to grow and try new things and figure things out. And I think that for me is what has been really wonderful. Like you get to grow because you get time to grow. So I think that's
Mhm.
what kind of 7 seasons gives you. So I'm appreciative of that.
For sure. And Michelle, has Katie had the same kind of feeling for when you're portraying her?
Yeah, I mean, she started off absurdly confident and then she just keeps on. I don't know where her ego comes from, but she is a confident chick. And it's very fun to play somebody like that who's just so herself all the time. It's also, there's been some nice moments where we got to see her be a little bit more vulnerable and fall for Dirks and get her heart broken. And even though she was not a super emotive person in general, she she went through something that was a little bit humbling and just kind of these sweet moments that she's had with the people around her in her life. And yeah, it's been cool to sort of see her grow up and continue to kick people in the crotch.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Lisa, similarly, how natural does the delivery of Letterkenny's super fast wordplay come now after 11 seasons of doing it?
I think you got to put the work in, like when there's like 9 pages and you're going, 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 I think you really got to sit down and get it done. But I mean, once you get to set and everybody is ready to go and we run it and run it and run it, it just all flows together so really nicely. But yeah, it does. I
Nice.
think it still takes work. You gotta put the work in.
Yeah, definitely. And Michelle, the awful movie tropes part from this season felt very personal. Was that segment your idea? And which of the tropes is your absolute least favorite in real life?
Ooh. Wasn't my idea. I can't take credit
Mhm.
for that. But I mean, I think the hey bitch thing, where it's like a tough girl role trope is definitely something that irks me. I think the inhales too, which I just did actually. Maybe that's a little personal one where I'm like, maybe they're talking about me and I need to quit doing that. So yeah, I don't know. They all sort of hold up.
Yeah, I
Fair.
like being hale too. It's my favorite.
And Lisa, speaking of the church bake sale theft episode, what was filming in that more contained place with all these characters like?
It was a blast. I just like everyone is just so fun and committed and silly. Like the skids coming in always kill me. So just seeing them coming in to solve the crime is just absolutely ridiculous and wonderful. And also, Tanis and Glenn, like just the combinations of people playing off each other is really wonderful to see.
And Michelle, in that episode, what was it like to recreate the hey bitch trope so vividly in the church?
Nice. I mean, any opportunity I get to get physical with the skids in a non-sexual way, may I? Um, yeah, they're so funny. They crack me up, and I like this sort of like enemy thing that Katie and Roald have for some reason. They're like nemesis sort of, but they also have, I think behind the scenes, like there's a deep love that they just haven't fully been able to explore. Like they should actually be best friends. That's sort of what I think about. Like there's just this interesting tension between the two of them. So yeah, I liked it. It's fun.
Nice. And Lisa, Letterkenny has a substantial audience outside of Canada. How do you feel about being part of such like a major piece of Canadian entertainment that's global now?
I think it's kind of hard to wrap your head around, you know what I mean? Like, I do remember the one time being in the States and being, just sort of at the airport wandering around, and a guy was like, Letterkenny. And I was like, really? Okay. It has really, it's just randomly, in this airport in Cleveland, like there was like a fan. So it's always cool to kind of see where it's reaching and the different things that people can take from it. It's always surprising to me, but it's really wonderful.
Nice. And Michelle, the scenes with the you and the main trio are a real staple of the show. Even all these 11 seasons later, how has that experience of shooting those more laid back scenes changed over the last 11 seasons, if at all?
The produce stand scenes
Yeah.
from, yeah, or around the breakfast table. I mean, they haven't really changed, to be honest. Like we all have like those scenes are always so much fun. There's also a lot of giggling and a lot of breaking and trying to one up each other all the time. And so I'm always looking forward to those. They're also so fast paced. Obviously, all the dialogue in Letterkenny, like Lisa was saying, you have to really put in the work, really rehearse and come prepared because you don't get a ton of takes. We shoot a lot of pages every day. So we move really quickly. And so you have to be prepared and ready. And it's fun. It's kind of like, you get into a rhythm with each other, and we've all been working together for now 7 years. And so I think that rhythm has just become stronger. So yeah, it's those are some of my favorite scenes for sure.
Awesome. And my last question for each of you, we'll start with Lisa, is what is your actual favorite chip flavor?
Oh wow. I'm like really classic, like plain Ripple. That's like number one.
Dip? No dip?
Hey, if there's dip, I'm having it, but like I can still go in on a plain Ripple chip. So yeah, that's me.
Fair. And Michelle?
So it's actually dill pickle. And I think that Jared knows that about me, which is why he wrote that chip in for us to be super significant. Because if there's a dill pickle chip, I'm eating it. Or a dill pickle crisper.
Mm-hmm.
I do love a
Totally.
crisper.
Love to hear references to crispers. That's really great. That's all I have. Thank you both so much for taking the time to do this. The latest season was great, and all the best.
Thanks,
You
Vincent.
too. Nice to meet you.